Not only were the Baltimore Ravens on offense and defense able to control large stretches of the game Saturday in their win over the Dallas Cowboys, but they were able to show a ton of different looks to the Cowboys offensive line, to Joe Milton, and really put on display the organized chaos that Zach Orr and the defensive staff have crafted in training camp. These guys are playing with such intensity and energy. It's fun to watch. I think I've got 5 plays queued up here. It all started obviously on the first possession of this 3rd and 14. I try to diagram as much of this as possible. It kind of looks like my 6-year-old son got a hold of the controls. The nickel blitz is going to be the nail in the coffin here. But the way that this gets accomplished, first of all, Starks is lined up at the line of scrimmage. He's dropping back to the middle of the field. It should really be drawn further back than that, but I only have so much screen. Ajabo's dropping out into the boundary. This is a fire zone, if you ask me. And then Buchanan is used as a chess piece, a pawn, if you will, oftentimes in this game. He's used as a blitzer just to occupy. And so what I mean by that is Buchanan is just to occupy the guard, and then Green is just occupying the tackle. Green is not trying to win here. He's just trying to occupy the tackle, give him a particular move such that it's to the outside and clears that space for Martin to accelerate to. And you can see Joe Milton is looking to the boundary where Ojabo is covering up the running back. In additional to that, I would call this a 3 deep, 3 under, with these two corners combining with Starks, who lined up at the line of scrimmage, like I said, with these 3 underneath routes that aren't in a direct line. It's a 3rd and 14, so maybe those guys could be a little bit deeper. It's mission accomplished for the Ravens, and I think it just illustrates how unselfish these guys are. Mike Green, tremendous pass rusher, a lot of technical skills. There's a lot of hype about him, and it's well warranted. He's got an unbelievable set of physical skills and ability to use those skills in the context of an individual pass rush or a run play, which you'll see later when he stops at 4th and 1. But unselfish. Now, these guys are doing what's asked of them, and they're doing it in a way that sells out. There's the manner that gap is opened up for the nickel DB. Maybe some would say different things about the quarterback, like they said about Anthony Richardson last week. At this point, how the heck do you know where the blitz is coming from if you haven't done significant study on the Ravens defense? This Cowboys team, to be honest with you, it might sound harsh, they were unprepared. They were unprepared for what they were going to see. Perhaps they had no way to prepare since they didn't have joint practices, I guess, and 2 or 3 days in a row to see the way that it looked on film and how it translated to the field. 3rd and 8, I think it's the second possession here. This is, of course, Malachi Starks. Tremendous acceleration from middle of the field. This is like easy mode for dealing with the Ravens defense at this point. You have this mug look, all the defenders up on the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 8. Like I said, when I say easy mode, it's just the 2 inside linebackers dropping out, right? As well as Kane dropping out to the bottom side. I really think that you've just got a version of a cover 3, but there's a man call to the top side. So that's why here you've got a zone look by Tampa, and then up there with his back and butt to the quarterback and face or face mask to the sideline. That's called a man turn. And in this case, this route is just meant to check up briefly. I think here's your 4 underneath droppers, but Simpson's doing a nice job of turning and running underneath of the tight end. It's essentially 3 vertical to one side. They're trying to divide Starks here with the yellow vertical and then the tight end. And Tampa's trying to get off and get depth. He tries to undercut it, just can't get there, but Starks finishes off. Look, even if the receiver catches this ball, he's going to take a hellacious hit from Starks. I just love the way Starks is able to change his hips now. Sudden. And look at the pad level. You kind of get an idea of how low he is to the ground. He's in the middle of the field here in case you're not tracking it. And forgive me if it's too staccato or doesn't run smoothly when I go like this with the frames back and forth. But I just think it gives you an idea of how quickly he's able to turn, change directions, and come at the correct angle, make contact with the receiver in a physical way. The easy mode was for the Ravens linebackers, but the free safety on this play was on Heisman. There's the mug look. And like I said, you're going to get both inside linebackers dropping out. In this case, it's Buchanan, Simpson. Buchanan's playing the Mike, in case you don't know. He's not playing the Will, which would mean if he's playing Will, he's backing up Simpson. So he's not taking reps at all in that location, at least from what I've seen. And there's the ball. That's a really nice thrown ball, if you ask me, by Milton. keeping it away from the corner in a cover three. The only thing is that Starks is there to really lay a shot on the guy. This defense is playing. It's almost like there's 12 guys out on the field, especially when you get to third and long. This is the third possession. It's a 4th and 1. There's 2 bad run fits on this possession by Buchanan, and as well as something else to talk about on another play. Myself and EA Edgar Allen have already really kind of pre-staffed our inside the coverage for this week, and so that's why I was able to get this out, because we were doing a lot of work Sunday night on this stuff. It's a solo inside linebacker look. So that's Buchanan in the middle of the field. This is Green down here. Watch the tenacity for this Cowboys team, just not there. At least this group of guys that was on the field Saturday night. Look at Green. I mean, the ball is coming to your side as the tight end, number one. Number two, how is Ojabo left absolutely unblocked on a run play where he can impact it? We've got 2 other players lined up to this side. I'm not sure how far I want to go in talking about what we saw from the Cowboys. I recognize they had second and in some cases third string players out there on the field. So did the Ravens. And our guys play like their hair is on fire. It's a 4th and 1, and look at this effort. You've got 4 helmets involved in making contact with the ball carrier, and then a 5th guy, I think it's Ravenel, trying to hold up at the point of attack with 71. Those guys, fortunately, we got a good spot there. I think we actually got the stop. It's a 4th and 1. Same play from the end zone angle. Focus on Green the first time through. I mean, it's badass, and it's mission accomplished for Zach Orr and the defense. They've created a situation where Buchanan can be unblocked, and he is. He fits, slides right over the top of Ravenel. You can see he stays away from the trash. His left foot just escapes getting in the way of 69. And then all 4 guys there to make the stop. Really badass. How is Ojabo left unblocked on this? How do you leave a 5 technique unblocked on a run play away on 4th and 1? I guess some would say, hey, we're just trying to get 1 yard here, coach. You didn't. This defense is playing together. This play right here, I think, epitomizes what this group is about in the offseason. Some of them are going to be on the field, with the starters. Simpson, Ojabo's not a starter. Green's not a starter. Those guys are going to play, as well as Sanusi Kane, obviously Starks. These guys are playing like it's a Super Bowl situation. This is an interesting coverage on the 4th possession. It's a 1st and 10. I would call it 3 match. So both of these guys are playing man on the slot receivers if the slot receivers go vertical. However, the 2 inside linebackers end up playing zone, which is, quite unique. In addition to that, Green is playing this, it's not really a 6 technique. It's like a 7 or 6-eye, depending on what terminology people use. So that should slow up your pass rush. Wrong. He's still able to step to the inside and then get around this left tackle who's really reaching, trying to get his hands on him. The way the coverage works out, I think you've got man on this number 2, man on this number 2. You've certainly got a man turn up here by the other corner, but then Tampa is looking at the quarterback who's looking at him. So chaos theory, like the title says, Zach Orr and those guys are running these things with 2nd and 3rd string players. It's really a disservice to call these guys 2nd and 3rd string players. The effort, the energy output is incredible. I was fortunate enough to watch Seattle play before my wife and I and our kids had to travel this weekend. And Seattle's starting defense mimicked the energy that you see from these guys. The output for what those guys are putting on the line, putting on film, I think consistently is really unique for this defense. Here you can see the inside, for any defense, I should say, inside linebackers playing zone relationship to the running back. They're not playing man. So cool coverage, 3 match is what a lot of people call it. Milton ends up just really throwing the ball away to Tampa's side. He was targeting the receiver. Finally, last example, I guess we'll call this Chaos version 2. Really probably version 22 in this game. This is just only the second time I've shown you, or second play I've shown you like this. It's a 3rd and 4 on the 4th possession. I mean, what the heck do you make of this? It's a mug look, right? That's all the orange. That's the orange line here with 7 or 6 guys lined up out there at the line of scrimmage. Buchanan's going to blitz. Hummel's going to drop out, replace him. Ojabo's going to drop out to the field. It's a little bit of a mistake, if you ask me, by Ojabo or I think that's Martin out there, but I could be wrong. Really, this is just cover 3, where you've got cover 3 corner here. You can see the zone drop. Cover 3 corner here with Tampa. Free safety in the middle of the field, and 4 droppers in here. They're just not lined up in a straight, nice, neat line for us. But this is a cover 3 where I think you've got curl flat player, hook to curl, and unfortunately both of these guys are playing the curl. Milton look into that side, ends up getting pressured because, of course, multiple guys are just tracking him down, has to throw it away. It's just as much fun to watch this defense on the all 22 and the end zone angle film as it was Saturday night. They really played at a higher frequency, a higher level than the Cowboys were ready for. Buchanan being used as a blitzer often, I think, is to kind of mask some of the situations in coverage that he's not responding well to. Basically, he just eyes the quarterback and doesn't guard or defend routes at all. 93, I think, is Peebles is getting out of there. Ravenel playing really well. All of those guys are bringing pressure on the quarterback on this snap. This is a fun video to try to produce in preparation for Inside the Coverage Volume 2, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a combined effort, teamwork between myself and EA Edgar Allen, where we try to take a look at 25 coverage snaps from each game, in this case, preseason win over the Cowboys, and break down some patterns and tendencies for you, and also try to make some sense of what is referred to generally as split field coverages or pattern match. Appreciate you guys' time. If you think other Ravens fans would enjoy this quick film study look at 5 of their plays in their dominant win over the Dallas Cowboys Saturday, then please consider grabbing a link to this video, sharing it out on social media to help this content get more reach.